So we're gonna start with your foundation. So
Wait, I gotta...
Oh, right. Explain what we're doing here. Hi! Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. It is I, Cleo, of Sarah Got Game, with my friend Tema. I don't know why I'm talking like William Shatner. It's because I've been watching you do it, so I'm like, blah, blah.
Oh, I do kind of Shatner a little bit.
No, just you were the one who was talking, and I'm like, oh, now it's my turn. Anyway, hi guys, it's Cleo, Sarah Got Game, and today I'm here with my friend Tema, who just did a video that I helped film with to show how to do this amazing Elsa wig. She is mad prof at cosplay, and that will be up on her channel. What's your channel name?
My channel name is Tema Time, so it's Tema, T-E-M-A, Time, T-I-M-E.
Okay.
But you can just, like, post a link.
I thought it was some, like, Japanese name or something. Did you change it?
Like, a million years ago. Well, not a million, a couple months ago.
A million years
ago! A couple months ago. It used to be ALC Blue Eyes.
Okay. Which
was, like, too hard for everyone to pronounce because the spelling was
weird. Oh, like
Games
Are for Fight?
Right. So people were like, is it Alk Blue yet? Like, oh my gosh, it's Alk Blue yes! Like, from the internet. And I'm like, I'm just gonna change it to Tema Time. That's fine.
Yeah, so now she's Tema Time. But anyway, so that tutorial will be up on her channel, so you can go watch that. And then for my channel, she is going to make me look even more like a dude. For cosplay, like cosplay purposes. Not any particular...
Not necessarily for cosplay. Like, some people just, like some girls might just want to know how to, like, do makeup to look like a guy. Like, if you're trans or something like that. Are you going to
give me a mustache?
No.
Okay. Good. I already have enough of a mustache. Self-effacing humor. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I don't know anything about makeup. Go. Transform.
So before I start, also with the Elsa wigs, if you're interested in them and you don't want to watch a tutorial or style them, I sell them online. So we'll post like a link and you can click on it if you're interested in buying one of my...
What are you trying to sell stuff on my channel, Tema? Why do you sell stuff?
Because videos cost money, Cleo, and you were the one that told me that 10 minutes ago.
I did. I told you to wear yourself out. I'm sorry.
Shame your friends. They need it sometimes.
Yes.
So... we're gonna make Cleo into more of a boy.
I like how you agree with that.
I just like to be agreeable as a person. Like I'm just so agreeable. I'm stupid.
Total
never mind.
Lie.
Anyways, so we're gonna start off by doing your foundation. I'm using MAC foundation. I really really like this stuff. It's Studio Fix fluid, but again, you don't need to use MAC. So my big thing when I do tutorials is like, here's the really expensive nice thing I'm using. But you don't have to use the super nice expensive thing. I'll tell you what you can use instead if you don't want to. So,
thank you.
I'm poor. This is like 10 years of makeup collective. It's like when you're asking
That's why it's all nasty in
when
here.
You're asking for Xboxes and stuff, I'm like, can I have some foundation, please? So anyways, so I'm going to put this foundation. So now, I should say that lots of people use brushes. And I don't use brushes when I do, like, anything, even foundation, because I find that you get streaks and stuff, and you can kind of feel better with your hands.
had, like, a sponge thing.
Yeah, it's like a weird spongy thing. Mm-hmm. And, like, I've tried using sponges, I've tried using brushes, I've tried everything, and it never looks right to me. I always use my fingers because it always just looks better.
Okay.
That's not necessarily the right thing. Like, 99% of makeup artists and makeup tutorials are going to show you...
it's also a hygiene thing.
Right. So they're going to show
you...
We
don't care. We got AIDS, horrible things, whatever. Gotta sip a herbal aid, sorry.
Well, yeah, sure. Cosplays. Cosplays.
Should we just make a new Tumblr tag?
No. No. So I'm going to be using my fingers while I do this. Again, I'm doing makeup on my own face. If you're doing makeup on someone else's face and you don't know them and you haven't talked to them ahead of time, use brushes and stuff. Again, like I said, that's just a personal preference. It doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just how I like to do it because, again, you don't get streaking. So
I'm doing my face.
I am.
Oh, you just said you're doing your own face. I'm confused.
No. I'm saying, like, when I do my face, I use my
okay.
fingers.
Okay.
When I'm doing a friend's face, I use fingers. Sometimes if I do weddings, though, I'll bring, like, when I do weddings, I'll bring brushes.
Okay.
Or, like, at a con or something, I'll bring a brush.
This is an extreme amount of trust here right now.
Right, exactly.
She could totally kill me right now. With
her
bare
hands.
Happen.
With my bare hands.
Right to bare arms.
So, I'm actually going to start off. So, when I do a foundation, you're going to want to face the camera. There you go.
But how are you going to do it if I'm not facing you?
With magic.
Oh. So you don't use the primer stuff?
This is kind of a primer stuff. This is like a base foundation. Okay. It has like a primer in it. That's why I like MAC. So like it's expensive, but it has all the primer and everything you need in it. And it like also...
it's like shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah, exactly. They're a little classier. So when I do foundation, I'll start off by getting what I need and kind of just using it like war paint and putting it in the areas it's going to go. So for example, the nose, the forehead.
In my head, I'm picturing war paint now.
Yeah, you should.
Make my scary face.
The chin. And so on.
So hard not to smile.
You can smile, I guess.
You can.
I guess. And then I just sort of use circular motions and blend everything in.
I'm not going to say it's freezing, but...
Well, my hands are just cold. That actually has nothing to do with the stuff itself.
So not used to other people touching my face.
Welcome to the world of makeup.
Yeah. My dream is like to be famous enough to just like sit there and just be like, just make me pretty. Just, you know. Don't ask me any questions. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it for me.
Just magically know what I would like. Helps that I'm really laid back as far as like, just, I don't really care. Just, you know, don't make me look like a freaking televangelist and we're good.
Televangelist?
So, funny story. I used to be an English tutor.
First of all, what does a televangelist look like?
Giant poofy hair.
Oh.
And like really heavy makeup. But I was an English tutor and one of these chicks she was Armenian, and apparently in Armenia she had a cosmetology degree, and she didn't really have any money, so she was like, so in exchange for me...
Look up at the sky real quick. There you go.
There's no sky.
Look up at the ceiling then.
No man's sky. She decided to trade a hairstyle for it. And so she gave me like the most televangelistic hair I've ever seen. Just like... And it's just explosions everywhere. It was just really awkward because she's like, do you like it? I'm like, Because
you can't be like, no, it sucks. That's rude. Can you close your mouth for a second? Shut your mouth for just a second. Jeez.
Don't make me laugh.
Sorry.
Dead babies. Dead babies are funny too.
So, when you're doing guy makeup, one of the things you want to do is when you're putting on your foundation, put a little bit on your mouth.
Yeah, my lips are chapped. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Because
their lips aren't as luscious.
Their lips are not as like bright pink. Like immediately, that's going to help mute the femininity of it.
Femininity.
Femininity. Like yes, I'm sure that you've seen plenty of guys who have like very like pink lips, but when you are going from being female to male, you have to do every little extra thing you can to help with that. And one of those things is muting out your lips. Okay. So now we have on our foundation. Cool. So that's that. So
tastes like Tema.
Tastes like me. Let's see. Cool.
Feel like a dude already.
So the next thing we're gonna do is contouring. Contouring is where you're using light and dark colors in contrast on your face to change the shape. So for example, I'm taking this darker foundation, and it's like a darker brown. And this one is L'Oreal New True Match Super Blendable Makeup with sunscreen in neutral tone. It doesn't really matter like what color, really. You just want to find like a darker color. And I like to use the back of my hand as a palette, like this, so that I don't put a whole bunch on her face. And that way you'll do this. So we're going to start by doing like her cheekbones. So turn your head that way. So turn your head to look at my bookshelf.
Oh.
There you go. So I'm going to start by just dabbing like this. And you want to do this before you do your powder because you're going to need a blend. And you're going to follow this curve right here. And then once that's done, I like to just blend it in. And we're just giving her... So now look at the camera and turn your head a little. The other way. So, I'm just going to blend that in a little bit more. And when we put the powder on it, it'll finish the blending. Because right now it's a little stark right here. But what it does is it creates more of a cheekbone. And it adds in a little bit of shading. Because guys have shading here even when they're freshly shaved from where beards and stuff are. And so it helps shape the face to make it more angular. Because women have generally more softer faces as opposed to guys who have more angular faces. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Doop, doop, doop.
It's crazy. You can already see so much more.
Yeah. You can turn your head to look that way. Not the whole chair. Well, I guess you could. It doesn't really matter. Never mind. I'll just be the makeup Nazi. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
No foundation for you.
No foundation for you.
Oh, don't worry. People on my channel are a lot more laid back. We are not family probably here.
That's probably for the best. Right, look at me straight on. Cool. So you're going to look straight on. You can see already where there's more of a difference. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to tilt your head up higher. I want to see your neck. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the next bit of it. It's going to follow this line of her cheek and then go over. I'm sorry, not her cheek. Under her jawline. So we're going to do the same thing where we're going to just dot along this line. And that's going to create a stronger jawline. Because again, that's more masculine, which is what we're going for. So turn your head this way so that they can see kind of the line that we've created. So you're going to turn your head the other way so I can get the other side. Okay. And now I'm going to blend that in.
I just love that you all honestly use your hands for all this. Because I use my hands too, and then all the materials are like, no, don't use your hands. I'm like, but that's what I'm comfortable with.
Turn your head that way. Right, and that's like a personal preference, and there's like nothing wrong with doing something that is what you prefer. Like, yes, most professionals will recommend that you use brushes. Yes, it's a hygiene thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to. So turn your head back down. So now we've created a stronger jawline. Turn your head that way so you can see. And then you're going to kind of like go like this so you can kind of see the side. So you see how now she has a stronger jawline, which again, that'll get smoothed and blended out when we add the powder. It's true. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some shading under your mouth. Because guys have, like I said, there's some shading there.
Why do you even bother plucking much in here today?
I couldn't tell you. And I'll actually use just a little bit of this brown. Guys tend to have darker eyelids. I'm not sure exactly why, but it is
I have
true.
never looked at guys this in-depth to learn all this stuff about them. You see you take your boyfriend, you're like, don't move, I'm studying.
You're going to close your eyes and eyebrows up. There you go. And you're going to put a little bit right here where the eye in the corner.
Now, of course, you learned a lot about guy makeup for your Jareth cosplay.
Right. Not just Jareth, but I have been, for as long as I've been cosplaying, I've been crosplaying.
Oh yeah, you did Sid too.
I've done a lot of, I've done Bosch from Final Fantasy 12, I've done Sid and Reno and Snow, I've done Kirk, I've done Moroku from Inuyasha, I've done Harry Potter and Ron Weasley and James Potter and
so when you're picking a character, like, gender's not even
I don't even care. Yeah. To me, gender means nothing as far as, like, when I'm picking characters. I feel like no matter what gender you are, if you want to cosplay a certain character, that you have that ability to do so, if you want to.
Same thing with body type.
It's harder, though. I mean, like, when you have a certain body type, like, if you're a girl with giant breasts, it's harder to be a guy. I know girls who have breasts that are, like, you know, this big per breast, and they've had to have breast reduction surgery and stuff, but they still managed to do it. And
there's a will, there's a way.
So it's doable, but like, don't let anybody tell you that if you do have large breasts, it's not going to be as easy. Like, that's just something that, like, people who have larger breasts have to deal
really
with.
Pretty dude right now.
That's the point. We haven't even done your eyebrows yet. So yeah, so we want to make sure we get in there as well, right in here. So now before we do eyebrows, I'm going to hit her with some powder.
The tutorial or the title for this video is going to be like, Cleo turns into a dude. Get all the
Cleo
people.
was always a dude. Anyways.
Whoa!
Just kidding.
It's a lie.
There are boobs there. They're real. They're real. Okay. So anyways, so I'm using this slightly darker color. With girls, like, you want to kind of, like, match your skin tone, but with guys, like, the darker is, you want to, like, get a medium point. So, I'm using this Maybelline New York 350 Me something or other stuff.
That was specific.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Some shit. I picked up on the ground.
I found it, and, like, a brush. It's kind of like kabuki-ish. In case you're wondering what a kabuki brush is, it's basically like any of these kind of fat brushes that you might see. It doesn't matter what the brand is. I have all different brands. And I'm just going to go in there, and I'm going to go through and put this on her face. And what this is doing is it's just blending the highlights and the lowlights that I've created on her face and getting rid of that shine. And you want to make sure you hit the mouth when you do it, too.
Literally.
Like, smack him in the face. Smack yourself in the face. Make sure that you're blending in your neck a little. Get the eyes. Alright, I'll be gentler.
I'm not your model.
Okay, I'll be gentler. But I do need you to try not to smile for this part. Okay, so look at the thing. Okay, so that's what we have now. So now I'm going to take a slightly darker color, like a brown or something, and I'm going to finish doing some of the contouring.
Kind of reminds me of the burn tool in Photoshop. You're just like darker, darker,
pretty much.
darker.
Actually, it's very close. It's very, very similar. So now for this, I'm generally going to use like a brush. I'm using this one. It's kind of like a more pointed. I guess maybe I can use Elsa as a reference. Brush. Anyways. And you can use like any kind of a brown for this. I'm just using this brown that I have right here. It's just it's a brown color. You can use any kind of brown. It doesn't really matter. You're just doing your contouring with it. And I will completely dirty my hand when I'm doing makeup because I use this as a palette often. And so like when I first put the makeup in the brown, you don't want to have it be quite as dark. So you can use it to kind of blend it out, get the makeup on there. So you're going to turn your head to look at my bookshelf. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this powder here to finish with the contouring so that you can keep it. Because when you add that final powder, some of the contouring goes away.
This is where I rarely bother with makeup. I'm already like, oh, too much work.
Alright, turn your head the other way. And sometimes if you find that you don't like a line that you did, keep your head facing me, you can touch it up with some powder and just smooth it out a little bit if the line is too stark. Okay, look at me. Cool. Close your eyes. So I'm just adding a little bit of that extra brown color to her eyelids. Look at the camera.
Woof.
And right in here as well. Normally when you're cosplaying, you want to cover up as much of the under the eye as possible. When you're a guy, you want a little bit of it in there. It adds some masculinity. So now I'm going to take this brown and I'm going to contour her nose with it a little. So you're going to look towards the bookshelf. And we're going to just run it alongside her nose like this. And do the same on the other side. So let's turn your head to the bookshelf. So you can see. There you go. And every little thing, though it may seem subtle, is really important.
Especially under glaring lights in a convention hall.
So and you're going to do just along the chin a little bit more of this brown. Because that would be where, And you can add a little bit on the top here, on the upper lip, a little bit of that darker brown. Sorry. And then I'm going to go over that with some of this powder. So look at the camera. So now you're turning more masculine. So now we have a very important part, the eyebrows. Her eyebrows are too thin to be a man.
To be a man, I was going to say.
To be a man.
I have to work at these eyebrows.
To be a man. So for this, I like to use, let me see if I can find a thinner one. What color your eyebrows are more dark. So for this, I like to use a really thin angled brush, as thin as you can, and a darker color that matches her eyes. So for this one, I'm going to use... Here we go. So this is Urban Decay. That's a palette. And I'm going to use this really dark brown. It's almost black. And I'm going to put my brush in it. And you can even, if you want to, use a little bit of, this is like a primer. But you can also just get the brush wet. You can do whatever you want. If you're just doing yourself, sometimes I'll just like lick the brush. But since I'm not just doing myself, I'm not going to do that. That'd be weird. You're going to take this and you're going to do really fine lines. And you're just going to keep doing them.
It's reverse tweezing.
And you're going to follow her eyebrows and keep with those really fine lines. And we're just thickening up the eyebrows. So look towards the camera, straight on. Okay, so you can see there's a little too much on the top. So let that go away.
That's really thick.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. So that's why you go through, and while you're doing it, you may need to adjust. So I'm just gonna blend some of that out and use this powder. So you're just gonna go, you'll add lines, you'll take them away. Whatever you need to make it look right.
Only life had Control Alt Delete. Or no, wait, Control Z.
Control C. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna use, where's this brush? Here it is. A little bit of light underneath, just to...
Control Alt Delete is when you just rage quit everything.
Look at the, I need you to look straight on. That's better. Okay.
Yes, we're using the camera as a mirror right now.
Cool.
My face is so orange.
Well, that's because we haven't done the rest of it yet. So we're just going to go through and thicken up the ends of your eyebrows.
I look like Kim Kardashian.
Well, you're not ugly enough.
Aww.
I'm sorry, I don't think she's attractive.
Yeah, I don't even remember what she looks like.
I think she's really ugly.
It was just the first celebrity name that jumped into my head. Well, I remember she has really poofy lips. And a sex tape. Oh, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
I like how she... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying Grand Theft Auto 5, and they were making fun of the pop starlet. She's like, my agent told me not to release a sex tape for at least 3 years.
Yeah, it's better. So we'll fix the other side to match. Yes, camera, I'm getting in the way. Suck it.
Have you not noticed this is a much more laid back tutorial? But at least it has sound.
Yeah. Okay, so I may or may not have accidentally muted the second half of my Elsa tutorial, so I'll have to do a voiceover for it. Yay!
Growing pains.
Alright, so she has her eyebrows. Or he.
He.
I guess Cleo's kind of like gender neutral.
People have asked me if Cleo's like, if I'm a dude. I'm like, what? Like, oh, that's a black guy name.
Well, I did my Elsa video, the one with D. Pity as Deadpool, and there's the one where he's like kind of grabbing my boob, and he says "let it go" or whatever, and I got all this ridiculous amount of views, and like, for some reason, like the lighting and my wig and my makeup were just off that day, so everyone's like, "Is that a man in a wig? Is that Elsa a dude?" And like, part of me is like insulted and like, "No, I'm a girl," but part of me is like, even as a girl, I pass as a guy. Like, the cross player in me is like, yeah, go me. Like, I'm a dude. But that's like a good thing. Oh, man. Okay. So,
you know, those people are probably just being mean, too.
Yeah, they're being mean.
People are mean.
So look at the camera. Okay. So.
If you're a girl, they say you look like a guy. And if you're a guy, they say you look like a girl.
They're just being dicks. All right. So now, I'm going to add a little bit lighter color just to the chin because I don't like how dark it is. So we're just going to add that in there.
More of a 3 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to get a wig on her. And then we can do sideburns and possibly a beard if you're interested. Just like some stubble.
Are we going to have to get the spirit glue out and everything?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm going to show you an easier way.
Okay.
I'm not going to glue stuff to your face. That'd be...
I don't like glue on my face.
Not a lot of people do. Don't mind my crappy, cheap, sad ghetto wig head with a giant hole in it. We'll just
Would you like, let's make you a patron so people can give you money for a new wig. It's like 3 cents.
It's not. It's like $3, okay?
Really? That's exorbitant.
Yeah, wig caps are stupid. They're stupidly expensive. And, like, at cons, they go missing.
Oops.
Oh, that's just stuff falling. It doesn't matter.
That's just everything.
Ah! It's weird for me to be putting a wig cap on someone else.
Would you like me
not
to...
what I'm used to. No, I can do it.
Now I feel like a member of male anatomy.
Good girl.
Thank you, I am a girl. Thank you for reminding me.
Good boy. Well, we're doing a male tutorial,
I
so
know.
we're gonna give you black hair. This is my James Potter wig.
Oh god.
It's another Arda. The hell is the Clippy? Oh, there it is. Don't mind me.
She's a total
I'm a professional.
Harry Potter freak too, by the way.
I am not a freak.
No, like you're obsessed with Harry Potter.
I'm not obsessed.
Okay, you really, 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 really like Harry Potter.
That's true.
Okay.
But I don't have, like, merchandise or anything, so that doesn't
You
count.
do have all the books, though. You've cosplayed from it. Once you've cosplayed from something, you're a fan.
Yeah, but I'm not obsessed with it. There's a difference.
I know. Fans have given a bad name to being obsessed with something.
No, just the obsessed just seems like a bad thing. I don't want to, like, seem that I'm obsessed with anything.
Oh, I look like a little anime guy. I'm so cute. I do me. Wait, I'm bisexual. It doesn't mean anything. I'm James Potter. I don't know any of his lines. I don't even know who he is. But
James doesn't really have lines. He's just kind of a jerk.
What to do?
You're bad at being a boy.
I am. I mean, women and drugs and cars.
Just stop while you're ahead. Stop. Just stop. So I'm going to darken your eyebrows up since we chose a darker wig. That is too big of a brush. I'm just going to have, like...
I want to see you have, like, your own makeup show, and it'll be like that cooking guy where he's just like, and you throw some in there. Slap on some makeup, stab him in the face with it.
Alright, look at the thing. Alright, so now we're going to give you some... It's really hard to do sideburns with this wig on. Alright.
Ow!
There you go. There.
My ear is a living thing.
So turn your head to look at the bookshelf. So sideburns. So the way that we do sideburns. So first of all, when you do a beard, you want to do a base color. Usually like a brown or a gray mix based on how you want to do it. Because the stubble itself has like thicker and finer hairs in it. And so if you just do the stubble and you don't add that undercolor of gray, it just kind of looks like a bunch of dots on your face. It doesn't look right. So I'm going to get some gray in here. I'll mix this. Here we go. And we're just going to kind of pre-color the area that the sideburns are going to go in. Okay, and now I'm going to do, so with the sideburns, we're going to take our thin brush again. And I feel like I need a liquid. I keep wanting to lick the brush, but it's not going on my face, so like that's not really appropriate. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do. Yeah, can you spit? Can I get you to spit on this for me? I'm professional. You're professional working here.
The video gets like 1 million views, and all these kids get AIDS or something, and they're like, "Well, she
What
told me to."
What is it with you and AIDS? Jesus Christ.
I don't
Okay.
know, it's the disease that goes. Okay.
That's enough of that. So,
Measles.
So now with the sideburns, we're gonna start drawing. Can you turn your head there? You go. Turn your body to, and don't move it back until I say so. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're gonna start giving her some sideburns by doing some fine lines. So we're gonna start with just a few, and then we're just gonna layer it and keep building. See what I'm doing there? Yeah. There we go. And then I'm gonna get a little bit more on my brush. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna add more. Cool. And I'll turn her head and do the other side. Turn your head the other way. Cool. So like look at the umbrella. So you can see how she has sideburns. And that looks normal.
I'm starting to feel like Elvis.
I don't know. Whatever it is that Elvis does. For beards, there's a couple different ways you can do it. One of the ways I'll show you today is you will take mascara and get it, like a lot of it, in kind of like so that it's all built up on the back of your hand. I don't like mascara brushes as the brush to use for the beard itself, because I find that the brush is too patterned. So let me get that other brush real quick.
Unfortunately, your butt is not in frame.
For all of you who did not see, I was shaking.
It was glorious.
I was shaking my booty maker, or whatever that phrase is.
Your milkshake.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know profane language. That's a lie.
That is a lie.
Hey!
Okay.
Pots and kettles.
So I'm taking this brush. It's a smaller kabuki brush. And I'm dabbing it in the stuff. And I'm just gonna start stippling. So, get that all up in there. And then...
My boyfriend's gonna go, what the fuck?
Turn your head toward the bookshelf. And we're just gonna start adding layers. Onions have layers.
Am I an onion now?
Sure. Hold on, there's a knock on my door. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm making her into a dude.
bunch of tiny punches to the throat. Like a baby.
You're a bunch of tiny punches to the throat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So see how I've kind of like built that up? Well, you do make a pretty good looking guy.
Thank you.
I can see what YouTube is talking about.
Wait, what?
What? I'm just being a butt.
Hey, better a good looking guy than a girl. Sometimes.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't say that's necessarily good. I guess it'd be better to be a good looking guy than a bad looking guy and a bad looking girl. It would suck to be both.
Sorry, Tumblr. We're kidding.
No, like, our society really pays too much attention to, like, physical stuff. So, like, if you are unattractive by America's stupid beauty standards, like, it's harder to get a job. Mm-hmm. It's harder to get friends. It's harder to find a partner.
It's harder to be popular on YouTube.
Well, I'm talking about important things. Haha, your priorities are dumb.
I didn't say that was my top priority.
I'm just giving you shit.
I know. I'm pretending to be offended at your shit.
Oh. Well, you know, Cleo, everybody poops.
I don't poop. Or does Kim Jong-il, according to the interview.
Whatever. Kim Jong-il is a stupid idiot.
Oh, we're gonna get bombed.
Good. Fine. Whatever.
I was like a really nihilistic.
You
weren't that upset about not recording the audio.
No, I'm not.
Messed up on my video. Might as well blow up the country.
What's the point anymore? I
feel like that could be a reoccurring character. In like a comic series. Which just like some minor thing messed up. So it's like, blow up the country.
You know, now isn't it really a safe time to be talking about blowing up the country because they are terrorists?
There's always terrorists. Okay, enough nihilistic shit.
I like kitties.
Kitties are cute. I saw a video of a little Scottish fold. It was chewing on its tail, and I watched that video like 17 times in a row. But it was only like 30 seconds long, so it doesn't count.
Alright, so turn your head to the other side. See, it's a nice little... This side has more, and then that side has that. Just kidding.
Are we really gonna do a video I look like this? I'm scared. And yet excited. I'm already... We should make a drinking game out of how many... Why is that person... Is that a dude or girl comments we get?
This stuff is drying too fast.
It smells burnt. Do I look like Belthier yet?
Look at the TV.
All your careful stippling.
It's still good.
Okay.
It's dried by now. I'm just blending in some extra.
God, I need someone to like record
for a second.
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Looking
oh yeah, his reaction. And we'll give you just a little bit of eyeliner. Close your eyes. Alright. Close your eyes. And look up.
Do I look like a dude?
You tell me. She look like a dude now?
Comments and tell me if I look male Or if I look specifically like, wait, were you going for any character, or was it just like, let's put as many dude elements as possible?
Yeah, it was just like, let's make Cleo into a guy.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm missing a very important part to be a guy, though.
What?
Really?
A wiener?
Yes!
You can buy those from the store. I feel like we should put a dude shirt on you, though. To, like,
I know. This shirt's not very dude-like. Here,
pause it real quick, and we can put some dude stuff.
Okay. Yeah, frame rate just sank for some reason.
So, here we have Dude Cleo. This is the after. You can see we've got our shadow, our hair, our eyebrows, our contouring, our everything. So what do you think?
Yeah, leave a comment or something. Tell us what you think.
Or
Did you make me look like a dude? Like, would you bang this? Or would you prefer to be banged by this? I didn't think this sentence out very far.
See, you're already good at being a guy.
I'm already thinking with my dick that I don't have. Thanks for watching, and go over to her channel. You can watch her Elsa tutorial. Is this even a dude voice? I don't even know.
No, it was good. It was good. I think it's good, right? Right, you guys?
Leave a comment, tell us, and you want some more tutorials? She your girl, man. Yeah, Brewfist.
Can you just do me like can you just go like, eee? No, you gotta do it to the camera like, eee.
Oh,
Close enough.
I tried, okay. And now stay tuned, and we're gonna have a little discussion blog about stuff and things, mostly cosplay, and her epic history of rap battles, of epic rap battle history.
I do not wear.
We're not gonna do that. That's
I do
too
not
difficult.
rap. I can't even rap presents. I can't even rap presents. No, I'm not even joking though. But seriously though.
Oh. Sorry, very serious. All right, thanks for watching.
Serious. This is for serious.
Leave a comment. Bye.